No unnecessarily long intro here. Team by team breakdown of the AFC North starting right now. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm just putting down the Steelers for 9 wins because, as Mike Tomlin always says,
the standard is the standard.
And sub 500 records are not part of that standard. The main issue with this team last year was the offensive line, specifically in the running game. And for Najee Harris's sake, thank God they brought in reinforcements. We don't know what second-year quarterback Kenny Pickett's ceiling is, but with this team around him, we're going to find that out by the time this season is over. I expect an improved George Pickens this year, who's been lighting up our timeline with spectacular catches all training camp and preseason long. And this defense is excellent, was excellent, and will continue to be excellent as long as they got arguably the best edge rusher in football, TJ Watt. They went 8-2 with him healthy last year. Come on now. In this competitive AFC North, I don't know how high this team can go, but I can tell you how low they'll go, and it's 9 wins minimum. You can book it. Is Deshaun Watson washed? The answer to that question will determine the Browns season. Now, last year's sample size was small. It was only 6 games, but it was a horrendous 6 games. And if this season isn't abundantly better, that $230 million guaranteed instantly becomes the worst contract in the history of football and maybe even all of sports. I mean, look at this roster. You have arguably the best running back in the league in Nick Chubb. Amari Cooper is still doing it. Offensive line solid. Defensive player of the year candidate Myles Garrett on the other side. And they gave him other pass rushers, so he's not the most double-teamed edge rusher in football again. If Houston Texans pre-predatory behavior Deshaun Watson shows up, this team could win the division. But if this team doesn't make the playoffs, then we know who to blame now, don't we? The Bengals start slow every year in Joe Burrow's career. He's currently hurt, but rumors are leading towards him still starting game 1. But if Jamar Chase's prediction is true, then I don't know, man. That's a tough mountain for them to climb. Especially with some of these games they got early in the schedule, they better do everything they can to get him ready for the season opener. Rub some Skyline chili on his calf or something. I don't know. To the rest of the roster, they did make another attempt to fix the offensive line, bringing in Orlando Brown Jr., most notably the protector of Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in their MVP seasons. They still have a top 3 to 5 receiving core in the league. Their defensive backs, though, are a huge red flag to me. Losing 3 starters or bringing in 2 new guys that have to learn a whole new system is a little concerning, especially for a team that's a staple in the AFC and has to go against the likes of a Mahomes or a Josh Allen. However, this team has been a staple since Joe Burrow's got a full starting season, so I do expect them to be back contending for a Super Bowl again. I love the Ravens this year. New offense coordinator Todd Monken is the first person smart enough to think, maybe we should spread the ball out so our generationally fast quarterback actually has room to run. What a crazy concept. Not only did Lamar get paid, they finally got him some receivers. Now, we gotta see what Odell looks like after his second knee surgery, but by all accounts, Zay Flowers looks special. My main concern for this team, though, is that secondary. Looking at the depth chart, it's basically Marlon Humphrey and the Miracles. Safety Kyle Hamilton showed some signs last year, but he's gonna need to take a pretty big jump to fix this secondary. And seeing as all but one of the best quarterbacks in football are in the AFC, this just might be the thing that holds them back from getting to the big game, because everything else should make sure they get there. Now that we taking all of that in consideration, the division rankings go as follows. At number 4, I got the Cleveland Browns. Number 3, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 2, Cincinnati Bengals. And taking the division this year, I got the Baltimore Ravens. Best of luck to everybody this year. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss the next video.